Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La havle ve la kuvvete illa billahil aliyyil azim. Rabbena gfir lana verhamna ve ente hayrul rahimin. Rabbi şrah li sadri ve yessir li emri ve hlul ukdeten min lisani yefkahu kavli ve cealli veziran min ehli Harun ahi iştüd bihi ezri ve eşrikhu fi emri key nusebbihake kethira ve nezkurake kethira inneke kunte bina basira ve sallillahumma ala Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve ashabihi ve etbahi ve sellim velhamdülillahi rabbil alemin. We have been reading the 10th word about resurrection, the reality of resurrection. First part of these studies were concentrating on whether it is possible for the creator of this universe to recreate it, and what are the reasons, what is the wisdom in recreating it. Now we are going or moving into, yes, he can. So far, all the evidence presented in the text to us, we, inshallah, concluded that, yes, he can, it is possible. If he wants, he can. But are we sure that he is going to do it? Now, starting from the 10th truth, we will concentrate on this part of the subject. Is there any reason that he will do it? Are we sure that he will do it? Because it is easy or comparatively easier to understand that the one who created this universe can, again, create it. And also there are many, many evidence in the universe, in the creation of the universe, that he is demonstrating the samples of resurrection, taking the things away, recreating them, while giving death or end to the appearance of the things on earth or in the world. He also creates new things. It means his capacity is far beyond being able to recreate it. And the evidence is also makes us feel confident that the one who owns this universe can really do it. It is no problem for him. Now, the 10th word, the gate of wisdom, grace, mercy, and justice, the manifestation of names of all wise, generous, just, and merciful. We are going to read from the text that these qualities of God, with wise one, generous one, just one, merciful one, are going to be explained in detail. So again, as usual, the text starts with the questioning. It means this questioning is it at all possible? Is a kind of call to the reader, hey, think about it. Don't take it for granted or imitate the knowledge that you have inherited from others or you have heard people are speaking about, but think about it for yourself. Think about it. So the text says, now, is it at all possible that the glorious possessor of all dominion in this impermanent hospice of the world, not permanent, impermanent hospice of the world, in this transient place of testing, in this unstable show place of the earth. Although the earth is a show place, but it is unstable. It is the word of test. What does it mean? The test, we frequently refer to this point that sorry. What? Okay. Okay. This world is a transient place. So unstable show place. It is an exhibition hall, show place. Why? Presenting to human investigation, reasoning, pondering over it. So manifest a wisdom. So we are expected to see the wisdom. So evidence a grace. We have to see the grace. We can ask ourselves whether we are seeing any grace, any justice, so comprehensive a mercy. Do we see mercy there in his realm, in the worlds of the outer and inner dimensions of the things? Now, it is really suggesting us that think about the creation on the earth. It is a showcase, show place. So look at this. Don't you see the wisdom in it? Is there anything unpurposeful? Don't you see grace? Everything is prepared to you freely. Free creation. You just send the petition, whatever you want, and obey. By obeying the order of the universe, we are just asking the creator to create the result for me. He is creating it. We know that we don't create. We are just asking. We use what is already there and ask. And you see the justice. Justice means here not among the human relationship, human social life, because in human social life, we are given free will. We may choose not to act on an unjust basis. That is our choice. And the results of our choice is created and demonstrated in the world so that we will understand that human consciousness is really, really being hurt about any unjust action, unjust choice presented by anybody else or by myself. So human consciousness, human qualities acknowledges that injustice is disproved or to be disproved. So don't you see that all kinds of animate beings or inanimate beings, but it's easy to understand on the examples of the animate beings, they are created with various unimaginable needs, but all the needs are provided readily and presented to their benefit, use. So we understand that in creation, the principle is to practice justice by the creator of the universe. Now, it is a good advice for us. We have to choose the same way to act justly. But we are free to accept it or not, and we have to encounter with the results of our choices. So, don't you see the mercy again? We see that merciful actions, everything is prepared readily for us. I have no way to complain that, look, the one who created me, why did you create me? Since I am in great needs and there is no way to accomplish it or satisfy my needs. No, out there. Just ask me. Just ask me. The reason is, that's what the test is. The word test is, yeah, would you acknowledge that you are receiving mercy? Would you? Are you ready to do that? It is an honest choice for you. If you do it, I will respond it. Just be honest. What do you want? You need air. Here it is ready. You need to breathe. I give you the ability to breathe in or take in. Inhale it. I have to give it. Just you should use your free will to do it. Mostly it is done on an automatic base. In this example, if you are hungry, the things are created in the earth, through the earth, so you can go and till your earth and get it. I will create it to you. Just ask me. It is an analogy to be used in these books by the same author. He says, tilling the earth and doing the farming is knocking at the door of mercy. Why? The mercy is going to create the result, not you and me. So in his realm, in the word I'm continuing to read, in his realm, in the words of the outer and inner dimensions of the things. Yes, we see that outer dimension of the things demonstrate that the things are created and prepared for me. Before I came, I was brought into this world. But how about inner dimensions? Yes, I see the qualities manifested in these actions which are taking place on earth. They respond back the qualities, which is the inner dimensions of the things. Outer dimension, material appearance. Inner dimension, the meaning they transfer to me. So when I see the inner dimensions, the meaning of the things or the activities going on the earth, I understand that all my needs are promised to be fulfilled by the one who created whatever I am being benefiting from. Because in the thing, if I really carefully, closely investigate it, the qualities manifested in it must be, my intelligence can easily comprehend, must be absolute one. Otherwise, if the one who created it was not an absolute being, he cannot create this world or whatever the thing I am experiencing. Whatever it is, tomatoes, I'm pulling up from, looking at it, seeing it, it is created within the context of the order of the whole universe. So I can only say whoever created the order of the universe must be the creator of this particular tomato, or maybe the seed in it. The inner dimension of everything proves to be that it is given existence by a merciful, just one as a result of his grace, and giving the news to me that he is responding to my every kind of needs, not only bodily needs, but also human needs. So the sentence started with, is it at all possible or for this kind of creator, there should not exist permanent abodes? Yeah, here it is. So with eternal inhabitants, everlasting stations with immortal residents. Now, we understand that if the creator has these absolute qualities, so if he gives me the need for an eternal existence, eternal satisfaction, perfect satisfaction, since he can do it, why he should not do it, since he is promising by creating my needs for it. That is the key point we have to keep always in mind. And continues, and that as a result of the truths of wisdom, grace, mercy, and justice that we now see should decline into nothingness. For example, let's say somebody is coming to me and telling me that he is extremely rich, okay? He can do anything. He can give me in any ways whatever I need and help me, okay? And I know I need it. And he says, yes, I know you need it. I can do it. Tells me, demonstrates his generosity, but when I extend my hand to get from his property, it's an example, it's just a parable, so analogy. So extend, he just withdraws it, doesn't give it to me. I would say either this man is stupid, just giving me the opportunity and demonstrating that, telling me that he is rich, he is generous, etc. When I want to get it in order to satisfy my need, he doesn't give it. It means he is not a merciful person. He is a really very bad person, gets satisfaction from torturing me. But the way he acts obvious to demonstrate that he is a merciful one. But at the end, when I really ask him to give it to me, because he knows that I need, and he doesn't give. It contradicts the mercy, justice I am seeing in his actions, presenting it to me, demonstrating it to me. So there must be something, and definitely this person is expected to give it to me. But it's an example. Of course, in the example, the man may not, maybe, but God demonstrates, and we know that God keeps promises. How? By manifesting his justice. He creates the baby of every animal, every plant, and takes care of their need by creating the means for it. That is obviously manifest on earth. Now, again, is it at all possible that all wise beings should choose man among what's that here? Excuse me. Among his creation, there is something, I think, typo, I don't know. Among his creation, to receive direct and universal address from him should make him a comprehensive mirror to himself. Well, it confused me. There's something prevents me. I don't know what's that. Add comment. No. Okay, let me hit this one. What is going to say? No. Still, I couldn't read. There is something strange. All right. So, to receive direct and universal address from him should make him a comprehensive mirror to himself. Again, we have to think who we are. First of all, as far as my capacity tells me that I communicate with anybody who speaks to me. I know that. I understand if he speaks to me in a way that I can, and I can respond back to his presentation or to his address to me. I can do that. So when we look at the universe, we see that a universal address, it means the whole universe is speaking to me, communicating with me. And he makes me a mirror to himself. What does it mean? He presents himself to me in such a way that I can understand who he is speaking to me or addressing me. I can understand. That's why, oh, sorry for this noise. That's why I am a mirror means, although he is an absolute being, but he created me in such a way that I can comprehend his absoluteness, necessity of his absoluteness. But I cannot put a limit to it, but I can conclude that he must be an absolute being. It is within my capacity, but I cannot really grasp the essence of absoluteness. But anyways, I am a mirror. Mirror only reflects what? The qualities of it, not in the exactly the same way, not in exactly the same way. But what does it do? A mirror doesn't really give the, for example, how strong the object that it is reflecting is. The mirror only and is an evidence for the existence of the object. For the existence of the object, it is manifesting. Not it is all of it is reality. That is the mirror example is very interesting. I'm sorry for this noise. It is coming from my neighbors. I cannot help it. Oh, it is too early to ask this question. Oh, it's too early, the question, Abe. At the end, you will, what Abe says on the chat box, apparently death looks like a non-existence or at least unknown creation. Can we say that unless creator gives an I become very sure that I will be given permanent existence, I can not say he is just. I think for the moment, we have been discussing this. Only he can give, or who else can give? Okay, this is the question. And we have to, that is the text is answering, actually. So we have to understand this beautiful mirror example. Man is comprehensive. Man has been given a comprehensive capacity to address or to receive the address from his creator. That is why, as far as I am concerned, I can say that I am created in a comprehensive way as a universal addressee of my creator. I can understand all of his qualities through using the qualities he created in me. But these qualities or my existence, which the qualities created in my existence are functioning as mirrors. Again, I will repeat this. Mirror example is used on many occasions in his writings, and it is excellent for me to understand the reality of what is going on in the world, mirror says and proves the existence of the object it is reflecting, but it cannot really grasp the essence of the object. Through the, for example, there is an object, let's say my glasses are reflected in the mirror, here is the mirror, I can see the appearance of the mirror, I can see somehow some qualities of the mirror, but not the essence of its being. What does it mean? We are responsible to acknowledge what is reflected in us. What is it? It is the existence of the source of my existence. It must necessarily exist. I can see his manifestations, although I don't know the essence of his qualities. I don't know the essence of his being, but I'm sure it exists, or he exists. It is interesting that the Quran, which claims to be his word, the creator's word, or my creator, the word of my creator, it also says you are expected to believe the necessary existence of your creator, the creator of the universe. And you are expected to confirm that every single being is created in this world by this creator, but nothing else. That is called, in the language of the Quran, belief. Now, what is the importance of it? The importance of this subject, we are not expected to know the essence of God. That is why we cannot reason by imagining God out there and how he is creating it. Well, I don't know the essence of it, but I know he exists there, but I don't know the essence of it. How can I know the way of acting from his side, since I don't know the essence of his acting, but I see the result of it? For example, I can see a person is singing out there. I can see the song, hear the song, enjoy it. I am absolutely sure that this person is a singer because I see his action, his manifestations of quality of his being a singer. But how he does it, I don't know. I can also, from his lungs, or of course he's a created being, so I can investigate, come here, and I say, is it, for example, a person looks at his biological structure. This is just an analogy. Analogies are to be taken only from one aspect, which is related to our subject. The difference between knowing the essence of man who is singing, but knowing the quality of being a singer of this man, for sure, after hearing his song or her song. That difference makes us feel relaxed. Why? Most of the people, as far as I can see, are having problems about thinking God's essence and not being able to solve his problems, because they don't know, that they are not expected to know God's essence, the creator's essence, but they are expected to confirm that such a being might exist, such qualities of this being must exist. That is my capacity. I have to act according to my capacity, and this is my responsibility. Now, this subject is very practical, and most of the people got lost because of not making this distinction. The reason is not because that God had not given us God has not given us this quality, because we are starting from the wrong beginning, from the wrong start. Why not? Why so? What is this? Starting from the wrong point? Because without looking at ourselves, without investigating the creation, we just take the notion of God we hear in the society and start questioning the existence of this notion, and starting thinking about this notion from his essence point of view. We have to be very careful. People may think to be very smart, presenting their ideology and presenting their reasoning in such a way that, look, if there was a God, why should there be wars? Can he not stop it? But we have to be extremely careful. The method of responsibility or explaining the case, the author of this book follows, which is very almost unique approach, started from look at the universe, use your reason, look at the universe, see the justice. Don't you see that the creator of the universe is just? What is going on in this world is all troubles, all the things that we are experiencing are not for nothing. They are a training place taking place. You are allowed to choose injustice, so you will make the comparison between when I choose justice, I am very happy. It is compatible with what I see, the action of the creator in the world. When I choose injustice, I feel horrible, terrible, so I shouldn't choose it because it is within my responsibility. Whereas when I see the calamities, as we call it, created in the world, we should understand that it is for training purpose, educating purpose, to make sure that the human beings must understand, realize their real true nature. They cannot stop or change the order of the universe. They cannot really claim the ownership of their own being by themselves. They have to admit they are subject to the will of their creator, who creates everything, gives us the opportunity to say, beautiful creation 99% of the time, to be thankful. Sometimes that we don't like it, it is the purpose of it is for the purpose of training and education. I have to say and conclude, yes, you see, I cannot stop the storm or any other volcano eruption. I cannot stop it. It means the earth does not belong to me. It belongs to somebody else. I have to acknowledge that he can do anything because the universe is his work. It demonstrates it. But I cannot create anything. I cannot change his will the way he creates. That is the relationship between me, who I am, and between the creator, who he is. I am here to acknowledge him. And the life is temporary. Good. It is a good news that we are going to die. Why? It is the good news that we are going to die. It is a strange thing, isn't it? So So we don't want to die, but it is good news that death is inevitable. Why is it so? Only through this way that the Creator who put in me the desire for eternal happiness can be experienced with one condition: if I acknowledge him, if I am honest to him, if I don't waste his qualities manifested in me for unworthy things. Use them in order to acknowledge him. Practice them in order to acknowledge him. Very practical example. Eat food when you are hungry in order to acknowledge the provider of the food. That is the purpose of the creation or my qualities. That point should not be ignored and neglected in our life. The purpose of creation in everything, creation of hunger, seems to be bad, but only through hunger I can experience that my Creator is extremely merciful, compassionate one. He is putting me in an education, in a training by creating hunger and creating food. When I eat the food, I get satisfied and I feel happy and energetic. I say, okay, somebody is taking care of my needs. Who can it be? That's what my responsibility is all about. So let's move a bit further. So should permit him to taste, should permit human beings to taste, weigh, and become acquainted with all the contents of his treasuries of mercy. That's what we are given, endowed with this quality. Should make himself known to him. That's what is expected of him. With all his names, his whole qualities, names the word for the Quranic word for the qualities of Creator. So when you say names in this society, no one understands. If they ask me, what is your name? I will say Ali. It doesn't show any quality. So I think, of course, we have to understand that the Quranic word, which is names, which is used as name or names, usually names in the Quran, we have to understand that that is about the qualities of the Creator. Not that this society, this culture presents the meaning of name. So we always say that that God's speech, especially the Quran and the others as well, but the Torah too, cannot be read with the content of this values, understandings of the civilization. It must be understood within its own context, with its own position. Now, you and I say, then what is your name? I understand. I tell you, my name is such. But when I ask God, what is your name? God says, all-powerful one, all-knowledgeable one, etc. All merciful one, all just one, etc. So it is impossible to think that this Creator or human being should not make himself known to human beings with all his qualities, should love him, and of course he must love him and make himself beloved of him. It means I have to, God loves me, that's what I understand, and I have to respond back with the sense of love he gave me and present it to him, saying that I love you too, because you are my owner, you take care of me, and I expect all my needs to be satisfied or to be given by you. So it is again continue to ask the question that he should do all this and then fall and fail, or behave in this way, introduces in this way, and expect me to respond back in the positive, of course, not denying it, acknowledging it. So then, is there any way that I can think of this creator will fail to dispatch wretched men to that eternal realm? It means not to send back, not to give me this eternal realm, to invite him to that abode of permanent bliss and make him happy there. So we understood, I think, it is expected of him to give me a permanent bliss. If he doesn't, well, it is impossible. If I think that he will not, it means I'm just contradicting my real life experiences in this world. So I don't know. Okay. Is it at all possible that he should impose on everything or every being, even the seed, a task as heavy as a tree? Oh, that is also interesting. As a tree, mount in it instead of his wisdom, as numerous as the instances of his wisdom, as numerous as the flowers, and beneficial aspects as numerous as the result. Now, we understood that he will create, this is the one who creates the seed and gives the potentiality in the seed to become a tree. So do you think he will create a seed and will not create the tree? First of all, cannot create the tree? Well, we see many trees, yes. Will not create the tree out of this seed if it is put in according to his will, organization, the order of the universe. So he will not create the tree. We see that he's doing it. So I am like a seed. He is giving me the potentiality to become a tree. It means all my unlimited expectations. I want a perfect life with no end, no boring, just experiencing every moment of my existence, the happiest type of life. That is given to me. Definitely. Since he gave this potentiality, he is expected to give it, and he will give it. I always use this expression, the potentiality for the desire of eternity within me, created by him, is a promise from him that he will do it. If he doesn't, if I think that he may not, it will be an insult to the one who created me in this way. So we have to watch out not to insult our creator. But asking to task, but asking to that task, but assign to that task, to those instances of wisdom and those beneficial aspects, a purpose pertaining only to this world, and one as small as a seed. Now, we understood that only creating the potentiality within the seed and not doing it is impossible. That's what I understand. The purpose in the creation of the seed is to create a tree. And he's doing it. We see in this world the examples of it. How about the purpose in the seed of my spirit, my humanity? which desires to become a tree, if you like, use the same analogy. So it will be only for this desire for this world and die away without any benefit, any experience of this tree in my being. It is impossible to think of this merciful creator that he is going to do this torturing action to me. I don't think he is a torturer creator. The universe is huge and demonstrates that he keeps his promise, and he will keep his promise for me as well, for eternal creation or permanent creation. So let's continue. That he should make the purpose nothing more than the life of this world, something less valuable than a grain of mustard seed. I mean, compared to my expectations and compared to the capacity of my creator, this existence of the world is just a mustard seed, even not. And because we know that any temporary thing is worthless. I mean, all my feelings are given to me, and I'm temporarily feeling it, not experiencing it. What is that? For example, not only worthless, it is a way of really torturing a crazy action. For example, I need something, somebody gives it to me, without using it, takes it back. Without benefiting from it, takes it back. What does it mean? This man is really torturing me. I am very hungry. A delicious food is in front of me. He presents to me. As I want to take it, he pulls it away. What do you think this man is? Sadist? Yes, exactly. There are no a middle way of thinking of the creator. Either he is a sadist creator, or he is an absolutely compassionate one. He is going to keep his promise in me. He gave me the desire for eternal pleasure. He demonstrated that he can do it, but without tasting it at all on a temporary base, of sort of permanent base, of course, temporary, not a permanent base. Without tasting it on a permanent base, he pulls it back, gives me death and nothing else. Who can do it? Do you expect of the creator of this universe to treat you and me in this way, in a sadist way? If you can say, yes, the creator of this universe may be a sadist one, I have to check my mind, my intellect, and the way I am interpreting the things happening in this world. Now, that he shouldn't make of beings seeds for the word of meaning and tillage for the realm of the afterlife, hereafter, for them to yield their true and worthy results. For example, a farmer goes and tills the earth and he is hungry, waiting for the results. He needs it, and he finds that no result is created for him. Not only once, or of course, this occasional creation for educational purposes is different. What we see 99% of the endeavor of the farmers are met. Sometimes, hey, know your limits. Yeah, think about it. When you till the tillage, it doesn't guarantee from your side that the harvest is going to be realized. No, it is my favor. Acknowledge it, acknowledge. 99 times the Creator gives, once he doesn't give it. Just to give the opportunity to the farmer to know that, oh, my tillage does not guarantee from my side that the grain will be created by me. No, the one who creates the grain is doing me a favor. I have to be thankful for him. So we human beings need 99 times positive education. It means loving relationship, and once seemingly not loving the relationship, but still it is a loving the relationship, because when we think about it, the farmer will realize that, it is not me who's creating it. Yes, I'm helpless now when the harvest doesn't come out once in a while. No, I have to acknowledge that he is the creator and trust him, ask him to create, not that I am creating. I understand now. From time to time, we need to be trained in this way so that we are being honest to the reality of our existence. That is training, education, purpose, educational purpose, which is usually known among the readers of the Quran as God is testing me. I say this is a literal meaning of beliya, fitna, etc., the words used in the Quran, but we have to understand it may seem to be beliya to me. It means really a means of testing, a fitna, a hard thing to digest, but it is a merciful action to make me realize, to help me realize, to refresh my realization, even if I did before, that I have to be honest to my reality. So that's why we have to be really, really careful while we are using this word as a tillage to harvest in the eternal life the result of our seeds in the form of trees, unimaginable. If you see a seed, that's why the new creation is unimaginable. But we understand from the potentiality that a thing must be created, exposed, all what is written there in its DNA or whatever it is, whatever the people call it, the experts call it, whatever it is, the knowledge is ingrained there, shows that the one who's creating this seed knows what comes out of this wonderful tree. So can you imagine which kind of plant it is going to be if you see a seed which you have not the plant of it before? Impossible. If you can imagine, the earth is full of seeds, but there is no plant whatsoever. Can you imagine even some sort of things are going to be created like trees, plants, etc.? Not at all. We say there is a secret box here, full of knowledge, but I don't know what. But it is full of knowledge, promises. This knowledge is a promise. Something will come out of it. We cannot imagine at all which kind of things will come out. That's why human seed, which expects an eternal happiness, permanent happiness, we cannot imagine which kind of permanent happiness it is going to be. But what we can see, this is a promise. There must be something. In the analogy, here is the tea, there must be a tree. Sorry, here is the seed, there must be a tree. That is what my responsibility is. I have to take care of my responsibility. That is called to believe in the hereafter that it will definitely take place. How? None of my business. I am not the architect of the hereafter. The architect of the hereafter is the architect of me, who created me with this potentiality. So he created it without me helping him. So he will keep his promise. It is expected of him, not it is expected of me that I will know how I am going to do it. But as far as the creator is concerned, I am not expected how he is going to do it, but I am expected to confirm that that is a promise from him. He will do it because he is the one who keeps his promise under the witnessing of what is going on in this world, that it is his action. That is what we have to make sure. Okay. That he shouldn't turn their faces towards the word of meaning and the hereafter. Word of meaning and the hereafter. These are really interesting combination of the words. Hereafter is the word of meaning. Meaning we extract from this word so that they might there reveal their true purposes and fitting results. It is at all possible that he wouldn't do it. Again, is it at all possible that by thus causing things to controvert their own nature, he should present his own veracious names, it means qualities, always generous, just, merciful, as being characterized by their opposites. It means if he doesn't create eternal life, he will not be wise at all, a stupid creator or being, a generous, no, not generous at all, on the just contrary, a sadist one. And he is just, no, we see just manifesting here. If there is no hereafter, as far as I am concerned, he is not just, he is just a, how do you say, wrongdoer, transgressor. Merciful, not at all. Yeah, but if there is no hereafter, I cannot say that my creator is merciful. Why? Because he is not being true, or he's not keeping his promise that he gave me. So he is just not a merciful one. He's a torturous one. So the opposite. It means if we don't accept the hereafter, that it is going to be created, sure, we are contradicting our previous conclusions by observing the universe. Okay, let's go on again. Is it at all possible that he should deny the true essence of all those beings that indicates this wisdom and generosity, his justice and mercy? That he should, again, is it at all possible, use your reason, that he should reject the testimony of all creatures, that he should negate the indications made by all things? It means, is it all possible that he demonstrates his qualities and goes against it, or does something against it, contradictory to the demonstrated qualities in the earth that we are observing? Can intelligence at all accept that God should impose on man and his senses duties as numerous as the hair on his head? Because our senses are so enormous amount, many, and their duties are so huge. Why? But every sense has the capacity, or is given the capacity, to acknowledge that the source of the creation of this sense must be an infinite being. So this sense must be used in order to confirm the necessity of the creator of this sense to be an infinite one, absolute one. So is it really possible to accept it by your intelligence that, but give him no more than an earthly reward, a temporary taste, something no more valuable than a hair? It means, I mean, temporary taste. We can easily understand. Look, what I did now, I lived so many years, experience. Where are they? Gone, finished. As far as I'm concerned, now I'm left with nothing. I mean, if I concluded true understanding that these are the promises, and I will definitely expect this creator to create it, to create and satisfy it. But as far as the worldly, earthly experience of these qualities is concerned, this experience is worth nothing, just a hair, timber. Yeah, once upon a time, I was a very rich man, but now I am bankrupted and I am a homeless person. Finished. Now I am a homeless person. What happened to my previous experience? Gone. Nothing is left. So, that he should act meaninglessly. Is it possible that this creator should act meaninglessly in a fashion contrary to his true justice and opposed to his true wisdom? Yeah, I mean, true wisdom, we see it. So it manifested in the world. So we can, or as far as I am concerned, I can easily conclude that definitely this creator of this world will, and for me, must, from my side. I'm not imposing on him, but I'm expecting of him. Now, he must create eternal life. As I say this in a challenging way, if he doesn't keep his promise, not I love him, I hate him. Don't be said, how can you hate God? No, don't be prejudiced. Just human feeling. Don't you hate a man who presents what you need on the spot, what you need, and doesn't give it to you, takes it back? Don't you hate him? I will. So, do you think the creator of the universe, creator of you, creator of your intelligence, your human capacities, is worth being hated? Is it at all possible? Man, as the author keeps saying, that use your intelligence and be an honest person. You will definitely come to this conclusion. I think the time is up. I know 1 hour is really tiring. So let's stop here and we'll continue, inshallah, next Saturday. Or etc. Lots of evidence the author is going to share with us. Inshallah, we will walk with him and understand much better and stronger belief that eternal life is going to definitely happen, and I have to live in this world accordingly, which means knowing that I'm going to be taken into a permanent life, and every sense I used in this world will be taken into account whether these senses are used by me for the purpose, in order to fulfill the purpose of their existence, or not. That is my responsibility. Don't worry how he is going to create it. He can and he will. But take up, mind your responsibility. take up your responsibility. Acknowledge, confirm, be honest within yourself, and act accordingly by acknowledging him, obeying him, being conscious of him. Inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much for your patience until now. It was a heavy reading, fast reading that we are not used to, but the subject is long and there are many evidences supporting each other. We have to benefit as many as possible, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة.
السلام عليكم يا علي.